All right, guys, when you're going for first touch, you can kind of stand next to them and rock the baby, and you can kind of see how they're feeling about everything before you get too close. She's not looking. Oh, now she's looking. I can't move. All right, so I'm going to go for first touch on her. I've been using a long stick and be able to get next to her. She's looking at me. I'm not going to move while she's looking at me. If she moves, I'm going to match steps with her. Now I can just rock the baby because she's not moving. I'll take a step because she didn't react and she's not looking at me. So I'm taking steps towards her because she's not looking at me. She's still not looking, so I'm going to pet her with my long stick. See, she's kind of flinchy. Now I'm going to rock the baby. You see how she leaned away? She's still not ready for me to advance more. And I can advance anytime she's not looking. Still not looking, so I'm going to keep advancing. Now when I get ready for first touch, I want to step over or lean, not do both. Leaning and stepping over, or leaning and putting my arm out will cause too much anxiety for her. Make sure they always have a way out so you don't get trampled. First touch, guys.
There it is.
Good job. Good job. Now she's looking at me. I'm going to advance and give her a break.
And retreat, yep. Oh, and she took a step towards you.
That's cool.
Hold your dog. Hold your...
Smile.
All right, guys, we're back working with the seven tails of 7 tails. Now Dan's working with this guy, and I haven't released his age yet, so you still gotta guess his age. What's his number, Dan?
2683.
2683. Now we haven't had first touch on him yet. He was a jack until April, so sometime between April 20th and July 20th, he would have been made into a gelding, and he was pretty kicky. Now he doesn't flinch too much when we pet him with that long brush there. Just a long stick. It's a pool noodle. So we're working with him. And this guy, 2732, you gotta guess his age also. I haven't released it yet. Dan just got done working with him. He did his hee-haw. That's kind of his signature thing. When he feels pressure, he hee-haws. So now he's having a break. And Hannah over here, Hannah's home for a visit, and she's working with, is it 2611?
No, this is 611.
But it has one number before the 6.
0611.
Okay, so 611, that's who Hannah's working with. We had first touch with her yesterday. So Hannah, you're gonna be better off if you're facing the same direction as her. That'll take off pressure. And she's just kind of matching steps. That's a way to help make them feel safe. And this is the update of where we're at. You can go ahead and put the flag out on her back when she's not looking at you. It's okay to retreat, guys, because we want them to feel safe. Okay, so now Hannah is petting 611 with the flag. And then when you're at this point, guys, you can either retreat or you could kind of rock the baby to see if they're going to be okay with you coming closer. And then as they're okay with it, then you could reach out and slide your hand down that flag stick to pet them and get touch. So she's moving backwards, so she's saying, I'm a little nervous, but she's also curious. Now after that smell, I would retreat and give her 10 to 30 seconds and then go back and do it again. All right, guys, there's more than one way to get to something. I don't think you can see it with the angle right now, but Dan has this pool noodle. One way.
I introduced hay to a wild jack donkey. Use a Noodle Feeder 2000. He stuck some hay in the end of that. Stick it by their face.
Okay, so there's two different ways. Right now, what's happening is this white one and the brown one back there. They're not showing curiosity. So, you know, like you can get them to turn and face you a little bit, but they're just not curious. So this is some hay that they're not getting fed. They're getting some square bales. It's a little bit different. So maybe this will help create curiosity.
She's already plenty curious.
Now here's Hannah doing the same thing. You can see the difference. Did she take a bite yet?
No.
Okay. So when you're introducing hay like this, the same principle applies as releasing pressure. So what I like to do is when they show interest in it, walk away and then reapproach. So you get lots of practice. You're giving them lots of practice approaching and retreating, and then walk away, and then eventually they'll eat from your hand.
Oh. Yeah, no, when he first put it up to him, he took a bite.
All right, guys, 27:32. The first time Dan put it up, I don't think I got it on video. This guy here took a bite of the hay. So what we're doing, guys, is trying to create curiosity. There, he looked at it, and then he said that was too scary. There's more than one way to get with that gentling.
It's hard because he has no curiosity in anything.
Right, and because he has no curiosity, we haven't petted him yet. He's not been kicky, but he'll turn and show his butt to us. And he was a jack up until just recently. So hopefully this helps create that curiosity. Doing everything out of kicking distance. There's curiosity. So Dan took a step back. So we're gonna keep at this, and I'll give you guys an update in a little bit.
Now we have fun.
All right, Stan's been practicing getting him to eat hay from this noodle. This guy hasn't been gelded very long. What we're doing is trying to create curiosity. Keeping a safe distance with the noodle. So you can do this a few different ways. You can work on getting 2 eyes, which he does, but he's really happy just to turn and show us his butt. You can, you could try to get him to walk forward and turn and look at you. And here's one more way to work towards gentling. Remember, we're working on creating trust, helping him trust that we're not going to eat him. That's the goal right now. Dan was just pointing out he sure doesn't eat fast. That likely has to do with nerves, guys. So if you're working with a donkey and they're really nervous, expect them to eat really slow.
You just let a rabbit out.
And he just let a rabbit out. Rabbits, that has to do with taking in stress. Maybe his rabbit number is 1 right now. We want to work towards getting his rabbit number up higher. But
So
each time they take in a rabbit, they need to be able to let them out also. And he'll get better at that as his stress decreases.
Hey, bud.
Now he's looking at Dan.
Here, try some more.
Now we're able to rub him with this noodle on his back and on his belly, and he doesn't flinch. That would indicate that he's getting closer to being ready to touch him. Again, because he wasn't gelded all that long ago, we're trying to go slow to make sure we have comfort with him, that he has comfort, to keep ourselves safe.
Closest I've ever been.
Now he's turning to look at Dan. That's creating curiosity there. He still has a parrot lip. See, he's kind of feeling conflicted now. He wants to take it, but he's feeling nervous. This conflicted is better than disinterest. We're working in the right direction. Okay, working towards gentling. It's a very good step in the right direction. I love it. This little guy here, he's backed into me. He came at the same time, but do you see how close he is to me? I think he wants his butt scratched, and I'm not scratching it right now.